Hi, I'm Peter from Coffee Parts, and I'm here with Ashleigh to look at the Malhkonig range. So Ashleigh, welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
You worked with Malhkonig, specifically these grinders, for quite a while, so I thought it'd be interesting for you to go through and say which grinders were applicable to which environments, so home, offices, cafe, different volumes, and a little bit of details on each unit.
Perfect. So firstly we have the X54, obviously as a baby grinder, but it works beautifully and makes gorgeous coffee. It is a little bit slower, so we're looking at about 16 seconds for 18 grams. So ideally your home, maybe cafe decaf, office type grinders. Then we've got the E65 over here. And you've also got the E65S, but with the E65 grind by weight, we're looking at about 40 to 50 kilos a week. So this, depending on how busy your cafe is, or if you want it as a second grinder for your black, maybe be more specific with the load cell, that's your go-to.
So with that grinder, that's a grind by weight. So you're dialing in, it's grinding out 20 grams. With the E65S, it's grind by time. So it's grinding out X amount of time. So, but they effectively almost look identical, except for the base there with the load cell.
Correct, yes, and the burrs are the same size, so investing in two of those will be pretty across the board.
And then we move over to the big E80.
Awesome, yeah, so the E80 is the beast, and it is quick. So we're looking at 50 plus kilos a count a week. We're looking at speed and accuracy here. So the retention's pretty low, it's super quick, and it's gonna last. The burrs are much bigger, and it just takes a bit of a beating.
And they look really similar, so you can pair them up really nicely. And the hoppers between the E65 and the E80 are interchangeable, and you can get the little short hoppers if you wanted to just say take an E65 at home. So if you wanted to step up from the X54 and have that at home, you could bring the hopper, so it wouldn't be significantly taller than this grinder.
Yeah, absolutely. It fits under a bench nicely. You wouldn't waste as much coffee because you don't have as much space, and it looks pretty good.
And then last but not least is the EK43, which I feel like in Australia is a staple. Every cafe has one, and it's just versatile.
Absolutely. I mean, you can go all the way from espresso to filter to cold brew. There's so much variability, and if you are already looking at this range, you probably already know what an EK does.
And you can obviously move it really simply just by moving the dial. The blades are vertical, has virtually no retention, so it really is quick to move from cold brew to espresso or vice versa.
Absolutely,
Which
super easy to use.
On the horizontal ones, a bit more of a chore to move that much of a grind if you can even do it.
Yeah, 100%. It is, like you said though, a staple grinder.
And that's the range. So Malhkonig actually do a lot more grinders, but these are the basically five, because of the two variants on the grind by weight, that are the more commonly seen ones. And the E80 is coming out as a grind by weight soon-ish. If you want to dive in and see these grinders in action individually, we've done a video on each of these grinders, so you can look at those and really get to know individually what they can do. Ashleigh, thank you for coming in and looking at these grinders with me.
Happy to.
And if you have any questions on these grinders, let me know in the comments below, or if you just want to say which grinder you have. And like always, if this video has brought you value, hit that thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Thank you, and see you on the next video.